Welcome to the Pete Show!
I'm Country Pete.
I'm Happy Pete.
I'm Savvy Pete. Shit. I'm Pete Noir.
You definitely are Stabby Pete.
Oh, so close.
And we're doing our second episode of the Bearpaw River
Brewing Company.
We're doing it backwards. Railroad Golden Ale. It's got some pictures of some mooses and a train. This place is in Wasilla, Alaska. None of us have been there. This is a sampler pack from Fred Meyer's in Anchorage.
How do you know none of us have been
Yeah, what the heck?
I've been there.
I love
Wasilla.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
Damn.
You went there without me? You son of a bitch. Did you go there when you went to Wasilla Lake without me too?
Probably.
Fuck you.
Man, I am nailing this syncing up.
Anyway, so this is a golden ale, which is like a lighter lager, right? Or is it an ale too? It's an ale.
It's an ale.
Fuck me.
God damn.
I'm drunk.
Yeah, it's an ale lager.
Yeah, golden ale. It's a light ale, usually not real hoppy.
What would happen if you were brewing a beer and you put in both an ale and a lager yeast into it?
Depends on what you did with it afterwards.
They would both start trying to take over the fermenter.
But it depends on a lot what you did with it. If you put it in a cold place, the lager would take over.
Totally.
If you put it in a warm place, the ale would take over. Depending, because they
I had it at a medium place.
They'd
fight.
Yeah. I don't. If you were doing it at like in room temperature, I don't know that the ale yeast would particularly win over the lager. I think they both kind of grow.
Yeah. I guess I think the lager does better at a lower temperature, but that doesn't mean it doesn't do good at a high temperature or a higher temperature.
Well, just the ale yeast would go dormant at a low temperature. The lager
Yes, would
wouldn't.
not. Yeah. Now, once it went to a certain alcohol level, then different yeast would fall off depending on what the alcohol.
But that may not depend on whether it's ale or lager.
No, that doesn't involve.
No, that doesn't involve. That particular.
But if you just threw them in, you lager yeast without trying to lager it, they would both do some of the fermenting, probably, assuming they both got going at the same time.
So not a lot of aroma on this.
No, not at all.
So what's the difference between an ale and a lager? Happy Pete.
Somebody is going to get there eventually.
I was hoping you would just run the gambit.
Pete Noir.
The yeast used in a lager is one that can ferment at lower temperatures, and so you do it at a lower temperature, which takes longer, but when an ale yeast is fermenting, they produce a lot of kind of fruity esters and things, other flavors in there. And the lager yeast will do that too if you do it at high temperature. But if you do it at low temperature, slow, it'll be kind of this crisp, clean taste. And that's what lagers are famous for.
And lagers are mostly German, right?
Well, they invented it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, everybody does lagers now.
Oh man, we got to get back in we haven't done any book shows in a while.
In fact, like a Baltic Porter is a lager.
Yeah.
But it's kind of following the porter style, but using lager yeast.
And I know ale was big in England.
Yeah.
They do.
If we combined ale yeast with lager yeast, could we trademark it as auger yeast?
You can do whatever you want, but
I don't know.
Would you make any money?
What's the point?
Would it make any money?
I'm not sure.
Off fools and hipsters.
I wonder, is yeast copyrightable? I have to look that up.
Probably not, because.
No.
But you're surprised these days.
You don't write it.
You can
trademark a name, I'm sure.
You can copyright seeds now. So
Well, maybe no, I don't think it's copyright. I think it's patent.
Patented. Yeah. Thank you, Stabby.
I don't know. Depends.
I'm not a lawyer, but I've seen them in the street.
Put in the comments below. What am I talking about?
Yes.
Beer in the Bible. He has risen.
But you can totally gore a lawyer with those handlebar mustaches you have. Those things are getting long.
That thing is also known as a minotash.
Well, I'm inspired by my facial hair hero, of Fridtjof Holmgren, who was a Swedish scientist in the 19th century.
Wow.
He was the guy who developed the first test for color blindness, and he had magnificent mustache and beard. No hair up here. But
Well, he sounds sophisticated.
You should put a picture of him on there.
Down here in doobly-doo. There is the science of the day. You know what? A G.I. Joe always says, knowing's half the battle. If the battle is knowing things and
The
not
other
fist
half
fighting.
is lasers. Pew pew pew.
Kill Cobra on sight. Actually, yeah, that is the
Laser beams. Pew 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 pew.
I'll get you, Joes!
Oh, I've been watching 40K stuff, whatever else, but the show that shows I watched 40K on just did, they got paid to do a promotion of Masters of the Universe, or not, is that it?
He-Man.
He-Man, yeah. They have, there's a new He-Man, a miniature game where you have all the He-Man miniatures and you fight them in like a 40K skirmish battle.
Man, I'm
Dude,
gonna.
Using 40K rules.
But
No, they have their own rules. But it's really funny because these guys are like, the two guys who are playing are pretty serious 40K players, and they're like 50, 40 years old, or whatever. They're pretty serious. They play in like pro tournaments and stuff. And to see them playing He-Man and stuff, and they were all doing, the He-Man guy was doing the He-Man voice, and the Skeletor guy was doing the Skeletor voice. And it was so, like, I was like, these guys, they just regressed to like 12 years old.
does my.
And they're
Be
both
fair,
having,
that probably is what they watched when they were 12.
yeah, but they were both having a great time.
It sounds great.
Is my army limited to being just from Castle Grayskull? Like, what's limitations?
There's Dark Side.
Because I'm gonna choose. If there's no limitations, I'm choosing Beastmen and Men at Arms, and I'm gonna wipe your horde out.
You can't do that. They're two different factions.
Yeah, they're different.
See,
Come on.
limitations.
Now, Fisto, was he, did he work for Fisto?
What was Fisto's power?
I think he worked for He-Man.
Don't ask.
He's fisting.
Fisting.
Yes.
He fisted them good.
In the starter set comes remember Trapjaw
Yeah.
and Merman.
Yeah.
The guy who was trying to do the Merman voice, he did the terrible Merman voice.
That's
But
terrible.
But I remember the Merman from the actual cartoon. If I can find it, I'll put it like here. But
I don't think we have the copyright to put the audio.
yeah, it was
You
like
can put a small clip.
This is like a small clip of it in there. But then on the good side, he had He-Man, Man at Arms, and a weird bird guy that I'd never heard of before. But he had like wings on his arms, but no wings. Like it was like a weird.
It's been a few years since I watched.
But I know that
Just a
character.
few.
Come on, do you remember that character?
Pretty sure he's an attorney at law.
I mean that character. T-Bone, do you remember that character?
So bad. It's good.
Yes, Birdman.
Thank you.
So, here's a fun trivia. The Masters of the Universe live-action movie was filmed in my hometown of Whittier, California.
Nice. I think this is the only time
that was your Tasty Freeze or whatever the ice cream shop.
the only time I think you've ever claimed California is your hometown.
Is he
Well, the other time
With a smile on your face. I've heard you say it before, but you were always upset and
I mean,
frantic.
true. Well, usually it's not good stuff. But also the Back to the Future movies. The high school was my high school.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was much cooler. And I saw part of the second one being filmed.
To be fair, Frank Langella as Skeletor is still pretty cool.
You just
he
aged.
did-
I mean, Frank Langella.
Yeah,
he's
Frank Langella's
You
pretty
just
cool.
aged yourself, Pete.
Why?
Oh my goodness.
I graduated
How
from Ridgemont
terrible.
High. What's the big deal about aging yourself?
Yeah.
People
Fast
on
times
luge
there?
should not
Did you
drive.
have any fast times there?
Quite a few.
I actually like I like the He-Man. It was like, I thought
Crushing on
the He-Man
broken
movie
arrows.
was literally had to be bad in some ways. I think it was the best it could be. I think it was literally as high as it could
You
go.
think the live action movie?
Was the best they could do with what the material they had. If they were trying to stay sort of close.
Negative. It had like nothing to do with the animated series. Like nothing.
I think
Why
Do you remember the little troll thing? Remember the little troll thing? It was like trying to fix the device the whole movie.
I thought there was a character in He-Man that was like a little.
You know, it sounds like it's time for a rewatch.
Yeah, time for a rewatch.
Join us tonight for MST3K Pete Show.
So we'll be watching it. We'll be all watching it together on YouTube Watch Show channel.
And after Masters of the Universe, Manos in the Hands of Fate.
I actually have
Who
that
watched
on DVD.
Thundercats instead?
The other cats?
Thundercats.
Thundercat. I love Thundercats when I was a kid.
Wow. I thought about making that a costume. The red and black
Yeah.
cape. I think
Do
would
it.
be great. Okay.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Deal.
Better than Shark Man.
So hey, this beer. It's 5% ABV, which is middle of the road,
Did your phone die?
and 15. Well, I mean it's right here, and it's 15 IBU, which I'm not picking up any.
It's a little hoppy, but not very hoppy. It's very it's like one of the beers we drank earlier. One of the it's similar. It's like
It's pretty good.
it's good.
It's good.
fun.
Which is
Fun.
funny because moose and trains normally spell disaster. But this beer is excellent.
I give it a solid 3.
Would you rather see a moose in the forest or a woman?
Are they getting hit by a train?
Depends.
I mean, mostly depends. No.
If they have-
far away I am.
If they have blue hair or not.
Yeah, if they're a skill-headed woman, yeah, I'd rather see the moose.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a man show.
Welcome back to Women Choose Bear, Men Choose Moose. Look at the rack on that one!
I mean, how come they never asked the man?
Anyway, so who wants to
How
start
come
with
they
you?
never asked the bear?
Yes, the bear.
After like 5 minutes, the bear's choosing the man.
Yes. That's one of the funniest memes I've seen out of the whole thing. It was like, there's a guy hugging a bear. And
Yeah.
it's like it's been 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. The bear needs therapy.
I asked the bear who he would rather choose, and he said, "Oh, bother."
Where'd that bacon come from, Boo?
Oh man.
Where'd
So-
the bacon come from?
Did Pooh eat bacon? Oh. I didn't understand the question. But then I repeated the question and then I understood it. And it was sad.
Yeah, we all saw that happen.
Yeah.
I think you need to put like a header above all these videos of like drunk level. drunk level 2. Or yeah, little swings.
Yeah. The other real problem with these shows is I wake up like right before you guys. You guys have all had a full day. You've all worked.
Oh, yeah, it's been a long
You've all worked your shifts. You're all like.
We're having our beer after work. You're having beer for breakfast.
Yes, I'm like, I woke up. I woke up at 5. It's like 7 right now. I've been up for 2 hours. So it's like working night shift's a bitch. True. I would rate this beer a 3.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3 as well.
No.
We got 3 threes.
No.
You know what? What are you rating it?
I'm waiting for the dog to stop barking.
I mean, Puppy Pete's got things to say.
He heard the gate open and close.
He barked 3 times if you check the recording. That means a 3. I'll go 3 as well.
All right, unanimous.
Dude, I was hanging out here last night with my friend Brandon, like I told you, and Brandon kept opening beers and they kept spurting everywhere because he was getting them out of the drawer. I think the drawer like shakes or whatever. He was drunk, so he was like, he was whatever he was. And is Brandon ever drunk? I guess.
What?
So he's popping the tops, and they're like
Candy.
and then he would sprue it. And he would try to get the thing to wipe it up. Before he wiped it up, like Bandit had licked up all the beer.
Can the undead get drunk?
I don't know.
You can probably count on that.
So 3, and
2 plus 1 is 3. 3.
you let him out.
He smells necromancers. Or bacon. I forget which one. It's good at smelling.
What's up, baby?
Should we wind this one up?
Yeah. You want to do it? Maybe I won't. Maybe you won't miss a word.
Remember, don't drink alone. Drink with us here at the Pete Show.
Come drink with us here at the Pete Show.
Details, semantics.
For the Valentine's Day Pete Show, we'll just shorten it. Don't drink alone. Come.
You shouldn't say that right when my mouth is full.
No, that's
Exactly when you say that.
What you want is the beer coming out the nostrils. That's the perfect.
That's like.
Yes, like an angry dragon.